All right, here we go. Sunday, 3 o'clock, getting a later start than usual because I got about a 900-mile run. Good part is it's not due till Tuesday, but the place receives 24 hours, allegedly. So, did all my little honey-do list, got that taken care of, and gonna get on down the road. Almost backed up too far. Should have stopped about right there at the front of the damn side box. But whatever. Yeah, man, these are real simple though. Real simple. Walk around, check on my Peter. Got my groceries for the week. By the good rule of thumb, you want to try to drink 10 bottles of water a day, give or take. Probably more than that. And that's what I'm working on doing, drinking more water. Still have something with the electrolytes like Gatorade, Powerade, or whatever, but got to drink more water. Put my safety code in. I've already did everything I needed to do. That's why I cranked it up. So even though it's a new truck, still got to take care of it. Got to baby it a little bit just to make sure. The only thing I don't like about parking back here is freaking dirt lot. Come with a truck wash, it's gonna get dirty. But while I'm waiting, get all my stuff put away and see where I'm gonna stop for the night. A good rule of thumb, I want to probably try to drive at least half of it. So you would say, 450. But who knows what happens, So that would mean 8 hours a day, 8 hours tomorrow, and then still had 3 hours left over to reload. So it kind of just all depends what time I'm gonna stop. See if I'm gonna just do a 30-minute break, get the rest of my time back to keep driving. So I just want to see where it's gonna put me at for arrival. Depending on what time I'm gonna arrive, well, depends on what time I stop. Want to get there and get unloaded at a decent hour to make sure somebody's still in the office. So I can get redispatched or pre-planned at a minimum. All right, so we'll see. Like I said, ain't in no hurry. Ain't in no hurries. All right, truck buddies, it's been an uneventful day. First, I'd like to say thoughts and prayers to everybody that was affected in this senseless Jacksonville shooting this past weekend. I had my phone going off, family checking on me, make sure we was all right. But it's sad that, we as a people, society, the best thing I like about me being me and just being where I'm at in my life is everybody's different. That's what's great. All right. I protected or I fought for everybody's, free speech. All right. Myself and mother, other comrades, some, paid the ultimate sacrifice. I respect everybody's opinion. No matter about your race, religion, sexual preference, politics. I can talk about all of it because that's what makes us special, makes us different, is that, that we're different. If everybody was the same, that would be boring. I talked about that before. If everybody's all, thinking one way, it'll be boring. I can go anywhere. It don't matter if it's a red state, a blue state, whatever. I'm able to have thoughtful or thought-provoking conversations with others, because that's what I fought for. Okay. Sometimes you can't assume somebody's a certain way just because of how they look. Okay. Like I said, I can talk to anybody about anything, because like I said, it's just, like I said, that's the best part about being different. If we're all the same, it's boring. If we're all black, if we're all white, if we're all Chinese, if we're all purple, if we're all Democrats, if we're all Republicans, that's freaking boring to me. All right, that's boring to me. That's just my personal opinion. Everybody gonna think different, but that's my personal opinion. Like I said, I can have open dialogue with anybody on here because that's just me. I respect everybody's opinion. Okay, that just comes with growth, experience in life, and living life. But that shooter, he was 21 years old, young white male, killed 3 African Americans in Dollar General. It was I think a male and 2 females or something like that. But it was 3 people that lost their life, and that's why when I go out, when I'm out and about, I'm always leery, or I'm always on guard. I'm not gonna live in fear. I'm gonna keep living my life, but at the same time, I'm also not gonna be naive. I'm gonna be vigilant. I've always been like that, even especially about being in the military, to being deployed. Of how you carry yourself, how you always you're paying attention to certain things, because some things just ain't right. If you see somebody walk into a store with an AR-15 and a freaking body armor vest, something ain't right. All right, that means you got to be aware of your surroundings. All right, that's sad that these 3 people lost their life and the coward took his life. Okay, like I said, we've all been somewhere. We've all been in a dark place. I've been in a dark place. Okay, I've always thought about certain things, but I'm able to pull through it. But if there ever came a point in my life to where I felt like I had no reason to live, I'm not gonna let other folks suffer or take somebody's life because of what's going on with me. Okay, that's just how I feel about that. It's not right. That's just a coward way. I don't judge anybody that'll probably do something like that, but it's not right to take some innocent person's life that you don't even know, because of the color of their skin. Okay, but we'll never know the whole story, I don't think. I hardly ever watch the news, because anybody that watches the news, if you have 2 different entities, everybody's they're going to push their own agenda. You got 2 different news outlets, they're going to push their agenda. When it comes down to politics and just whatever in general, they're going to push their agenda. All right, that's just how it is. That's why I hardly ever watch the news. If I see some stuff, it's probably on Facebook, or I just ran across something on Google. But I hardly ever watch the news because, like I said, it's really nothing good on there. I mean, hell, they can't even get the weather right. I gotta pull up my weather app. I get better. I'm a damn near meteorologist myself by just looking at my weather app. Okay, but you can't live in fear, but you gotta be vigilant. You gotta, like I said, you just gotta make sure you're not taking anything or anyone for granted. Like I said, if you're just out and about, you see some random person, like perfect example. Matter of fact, when we were out Saturday, when my wife, one of her friends called her and was checking on us. We were in Big Lots. Guy was walking around. He looks little sketchy. He's just walking around. He's got he got a toothbrush in his hand. I guess he's gonna buy a toothbrush, and he's kind of looking at us, and my wife's freaking out. I kept an eye on him, just like the store manager did. Like I said, I don't judge anybody, by how they look. Sometimes, but you gotta look at the red flags. Like I said, somebody's just kind of looking around, like they're casing the place. I mean, no normal person just walks around. You pick up a toothbrush, and it's just kind of odd, just kind of how he's acting. So, but you got to be vigilant no matter where you're at. When we're out in the stores, if we're out in the restaurant, I always sit to where I can see the door, I can see all the openings. Okay, but like I said, I'm not gonna live in fear, but I am gonna be vigilant. My wife, she thinks totally different, but I'm not gonna live in fear. I refuse to. Okay, I've had a good time, a scary time, all over this world. Afghanistan, Iraq, Italy, Germany, Spain, been a lot of crazy places. And it's sad to say that I've been safer in foreign countries than in my own country. Kind of, I had some crazy stuff that go on here. You would never think that would happen in the United States of America, but I've seen it all on all spectrums of the world, which is kind of great about I've been in the military, just being able to experience different cultures and be around different people. Just being open-minded. Just because you think of something that don't seem right to you, it might be okay in their culture. That's just, that everybody ain't gonna be like Americans. Okay. So now I'm kind of getting off on a tangent. I'm kind of tired too, but yeah, thoughts and prayers, man. It's sad, man. You out there shopping, minding your business, and you ain't come home. So I don't take anything for granted either. Being out here on the road, even though I'm a driver, I don't take this for granted. Okay, but we got unloaded in a timely manner. The place was 24 hours, so that was good. I let my fleet manager know, like, hey, I'm probably gonna deliver before you get off. So I don't know if you want me to send my empty in or wait. But prior to that, I didn't know that he changed the delivery date back to Monday. Like I told my fill-in fleet manager, I said, hey, there's a good chance I'm gonna deliver this Monday. Leave it for Monday. But he set it for Tuesday, so my actual fleet manager changed it back to Monday. And he said, yeah, you're good to go. And I already kind of knew once he said that, he's gonna be looking for a load for me. So found a load. Picks up in the morning. I've already drove the 75 miles down here to Joseph Balzino or something crazy here in Camden, New Jersey, home of the Dirty Birds of Philadelphia Eagles. I haven't been here in like about at least a year, because every time I come here, the guy gives me a damn hard time about my Cowboys helmet. Now, the thing about my Cowboys helmet is I only wear that one because I haven't bought another one. I haven't been anywhere or found another helmet that I like. But that's the reason why I wear that one. Okay, so like I said, it's a good conversation piece, good conversation starter. So everybody thinks I'm a Cowboys fan, which I just follow the Cowboys. I'm not a fan. How you hurt people with money, you stop giving your money. So Jerry Jones, he gets no more of my money, point blank. All right. But yeah, so here waiting. I should get my time back around about a little after 7, about 7:30 almost. I think they start at 7 or 8. I gotta look on there and see what time they actually start loading you. You gotta have have a TWIC card. If you have a TWIC card, TWIC badge, it's $35 cash for an escort. Now, port to port is different. Some charge you by the hour, some just charge you a flat fee. It just depends on the port and what they feel like charging you, because some is way more than $35. Some is $50, some $75, it just depends. So if you don't have your TWIC card, go ahead and get it. It'll save you a lot of headaches in the future, and it's good for, I think, 3 or 4 years. I think mine expires 2024. So I've got another year and some change until it expires. Pick up at the port, going down back to North Carolina. So as you can see, my fleet manager has a plan. So I came all the way up. I'm gonna start making my way back. Now, being in Florida or being in any crazy state, you can go out far. If you have a good fleet manager, when you get reloaded for Friday for Monday, if it's a 1,000-mile run or whatever the case might be, you can get back home. Okay. Now the thing about those runs that are over 1,000 miles or over 600 miles, whenever you pick up Friday, and before you start your 34, before you start your reset, try to make sure you stop with less than 600 miles. I say less than 600 miles because that's what you're gonna drive. You can drive 600 miles in a day. You can drive more than that, but that's just a roundabout figure. All right, so like I had 910 miles or something like that. So when I left, when I stopped at midnight last night, or it was about quarter to midnight, I had 430 miles left. Another caveat to that, to make sure you don't have to take your break, you want to stop with about 420 miles or less. That way you ain't got to worry about taking a break within that 8 hours. Now, I ran into traffic, but I stopped. I planned to have an hour left over to get to my delivery. But of course, I ran into traffic. Sometimes you can't, there's no way around it. There's a lot of unknown variables that you have no control over. But I did try to plan to make sure I got to up to Jersey before I had to take my 30-minute break. But like I said, I didn't make it. I got caught in traffic. So I stopped once I got into Jersey, or it was Delaware. Stopped in Delaware, did my load check, went ahead and ate lunch/dinner. So that was 30 minutes, bam, back on the road. I had 120 miles left. Got there, got empty. So yeah, those are things that you got to think about over the weekend or with them long runs before you shut down. Always try to stop before with less than 600 miles and less than 400 miles, give or take 430 miles. So you don't have to, take your 30-minute break. You can go ahead and just keep rolling. Like I said, sometimes that 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, that can add, that adds up, throughout the day and throughout the week. Kind of affects, how you get back. But so I'm gonna get loaded in the morning, head to North Carolina, going to another place. They're 24 hours. So bam, my fleet manager's on it. Let's see, if I get loaded at 7, well, I ain't gonna get loaded at 7, so I get loaded at 8. That's another 10-hour ride. That's gonna be putting me at 4 or 5 o'clock again. In theory, I should be pre-planned on something else. And I should be able to get there with a little bit of time left over. Hopefully, that was the plan. That was another reason why I stopped with 430 miles, because I used 8 hours and I had 3 hours left. So once I delivered today, I had 3 hours, had a little window of being able to leave and go park up at my next pickup. All right, that's what comes with trip planning and time management. Okay, I said, for some reason I thought I was gonna be closer than something crazy, but it was only 75 miles. Like I said, and they had parking. And this place is hit or miss. It's hit or miss. So hopefully I can get in and get out, get these skidded coils and tarp them and get on down the road. It's like a 500 some odd mile drive. So in theory, I should have about an hour left, hour and a half of my drive time tomorrow, hopefully to go drive somewhere, because the place it says no parking. But I'm gonna do my recon tonight, do some trip planning, and see where I'm gonna stop at or stay after I deliver, because I might get lucky. They might have parking there. They just say no parking. Okay, so, but yeah, man, you can't live scared. You just gotta make good choices, be proactive, and be vigilant. And enjoy life. I'm 42 years old, and like I said, I have no problems with nobody. Just have no problems, and I mind my own business. I'm telling you, I mind my own business. Like I said, if it has nothing to do with myself or my wife, I mind my business. It's that simple. Be a lot of damn grief and a lot of things not to worry about. It'll be a better place. This world will be a better place if everybody just mind their own business. And the golden rule. But enough rambling. Man, saying stay safe, stay blessed. We'll see you tomorrow. Sleep tight, truck buddies. Airborne Trucker signing off.